We're live. All right, Bernie. All right, Bernie, so we're going to talk some scripts. So one of my go-to scripts I do every year around this time of the year, in January, is I pull up all my closed transactions for past year. And, from a leadership role, I would pull up all the closed transactions for my team. And I would start calling every listing agent. And here's how I would say it. I'd be like, hey, Bernie, this is Rick over at the Federal Savings Bank. I am calling because you were a listing agent on 253 Main Street that we closed last year. And I just wanted to call you and personally thank you for being such a badass listing agent and making this an awesome sales process. We were able to hit another closing on time, and we couldn't have done it without listing agents like you. I then wait. They're kind of surprised. They're like, wow, thanks. Like, I don't even remember that transaction. And then I'll say something like, well, I do. I keep track of everything. It's important for me to know the listing agents that do what they need to do and the better ones out there. So if I ever have a referral, I know who to refer to. But yes, it's one of the things I do is I reach out to past listing agents. And if you're open to it, I love to grab coffee or lunch or jump on a Zoom, learn more about your business and what you're doing, and see some areas where we might be able to work together and help each other take our business to the next level. Does next week work for you? And what I've learned from doing this is the listing agent is just so impressed that somebody's actually called them. I've talked to listing agents that have told me, Rick, I've been in the industry for 10, 20 years. This is the first time any lenders called me and thanked me for being a listing agent. And I usually say this. I say, well, that's because I'm not the average loan officer. I'm the best.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love it. And I think especially, Rick, this time of year, because we all know January, people get in the doldrums, right? I think they call the third Monday in January Blue Monday. And so, man, when you can attack these realtors with just some positivity, right? Pump them up. And of course, it's authentic. You did a deal with them. So it's real, right? And of course, you're going to have a few details because it's funny. Sometimes they don't even remember based on how big they are, they don't remember the transaction. I always think that's funny. But, and it does pump them up. And I mean, I would agree. And I would even say, based on how big the loan officers are that are listening to this, right? You could call back 2 years. You could go back 2 years to your listing agents if you didn't do this year and, run that same thing. But for sure, close for an appointment, and oh, by the way, you can ask them, when they say, well, hey, why do you want to meet? Man, I just want to help you. I want to learn about your business. And hey, if you have any new listings coming up, man, I've got pre-approved people. I'd love to put one of my pre-approved people in one of your listings. Let's meet, just see what you get. Right.
So one of the things, you and I like saying, I love to meet you. I love to connect you. So that way, if I ever have a referral, I can send it your way. Well, one of the pushbacks I get from loan officers in the marketplace is, Rick, I don't want to lie. I never get referrals. I don't want to say that. It'd be me lying. I don't want to say that. Cool. But let's look at a different perspective. Why not you, Mr. Loan Officer, get involved in some of these social media referral groups, and then maybe you will have referrals to give away. Right. So I've given away 5 referrals this month from referral groups that I'm in on Facebook.
Right. So Rick, that is such a hot button for me. Loan officers that contend that they're not going to have referrals, they should just leave the business. They should just get out. Seriously.
Right? Bernie, we're putting this on YouTube. You can't say that.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to all the realtors. Ooh, I have my hand out. I'm the best. No, you're not the best. Okay. Build a real network outside of realtors too. That can be on social. That can be in the community, chambers of commerce, BNI groups. Oh, by the way, when you get a referral from a realtor, commit to yourself, I'm going to get one more back for this realtor from the referrals that we have. Even people that aren't qualified, you should be asking, hey, who else do you know that might be buying or maybe still renting that I could just talk to? I can help, right? So yeah, loan officers out there in the world, we have to build our own referral funnels so we can help feed our loyal agents. And then, oh, by the way, you're not lying. Okay. Just have some confidence in yourself, for crying out loud.